a month, or Camry from $279 a month.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
From now through August at Fox Marquette Chevrolet, lease a 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LT2 FL Crew Cab. Four-wheel drive for $419 a month for 36 months with $1,000 due at signing. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Experience the difference.
The Upper Peninsula's new CBS station, WZMQ 19.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we speak with the superintendent of Gladstone and Rapid River Schools to hear how things are shaping up for the upcoming semester. Plus, we have more details on the lawsuit filed against the Trump administration by Attorney General Dana Nessel. And the Justice Department releases transcripts from an interview with Ghislaine Maxwell, longtime associate of Jeffrey Epstein. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
This is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Welcome in. A first look at your forecast. Most of those showers and storms are out of the area for tonight, but there might be a few still lingering, especially into the eastern half of the Upper Peninsula. But we are looking at mostly clear skies, some clouds hanging out too, and temperatures into the mid-60s. And as we head into tomorrow, we are looking at lots of sunshine, clearing skies. Kind of a break from that rain. High temperatures, though, into the lower 70s might be the warmest of the next few days that we'll experience. So I'll have more on the rest of the weekend and the week ahead in just a few minutes.
Kelly, thank you very much. 2 Delta County school districts head back to the classroom next week. Our Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons tells us what's new for each district and how administrators are feeling as they continue to wait on a budget from Lansing.
Last summer, Rapid River Public Schools focused on behind-the-scenes upgrades like plumbing and HVAC systems. This summer, most of the work is being done outside.
The big pieces were new parking lots, brand new entryway, so the whole traffic pattern on the outside will be different. Inside is mostly the same. Moved our concession stand, expanded our weight room, just did a lot of those things that we've wanted to do for years and years and years, but had to have a construction bond in order to tackle these big projects.
Students will also be able to play on new tennis courts and take a new drone soccer science course sponsored by the Aerospace Industry Association of Michigan.
Our science folks are always looking at how to tie what they're doing in the classroom to real life and jobs in the future, so it's a really nice fit.
Rapid River shares a superintendent with Gladstone, where high schoolers can take a new agro-science class focused on hands-on, project-based learning.
We're big believers that it's not just important to know something, but know how to put that knowledge to work. We really see everyone having that college-ready, career-ready combination. Now we just need to figure out how to get them some industry credentials so they can prove they know what they're doing.
When it comes to staffing, both districts are working to develop a strong lineup of substitutes.
How do we backfill for bus driver subs, custodial subs, food service, classroom aid subs? We're always looking to add to that pool of available people.
With the lack of a budget from the state, the districts have been conservative when planning their own.
We're expecting no state aid payment in October, figuring that the sides are still going to continue to fight. So as frustrating as that is, we're continuing to prepare for the worst. We've positioned both districts financially to cover an incident like this. With all of this uncertainty, we want our people to not have to worry about anything.
Until Lansing comes to a decision, it's business as usual for Gladstone and Rapid River, and staff are excited to welcome students back.
Absolutely love this time of year. Fall sports, they've already started, and kids want to be able to get around all of their peers, get back to the classroom, get into that groove of school again. Kids are coming in refreshed and energized. That helps the staff get refreshed and energized, so can't wait.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Rapid River.
It's back to school time for many students and their parents, which can bring mental stress. Psychiatrist and author of the national best-selling book High Functioning, Dr. Judith Joseph uses an acronym to help parents prepare their kids. It's the word READY. R stands for routine, making sure kids are getting proper sleep and nutrition before school starts. E stands for expectations, adequately preparing children for what's to come. A stands for attention monitoring, what kids are feeling. D is for dialogue, checking in with your children and their teachers. And Y is for you, also supporting yourself and your needs. She also has advice for parents whose kids are being bullied.
And in these cases,
You really want to validate what the child is going through. You don't want to say, oh, it's not that bad, or this is typical, because the reality of it is that bullying is way more intense these days.
Joseph says the bullying is more intense because it can happen in person and also online. She advises parents to know their school's anti-bullying policy so they can be proactive and not reactive. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel is suing the Trump administration over funding cuts for crime victims. Nessel says millions of dollars could be withheld from survivors and law enforcement unless the state agrees to support immigration enforcement. Our Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy spoke with the Attorney General about her latest lawsuit and how it could impact victim services in the state.
In Michigan, more than 115 organizations rely on Federal Victims of Crime Act grants, known as VOCA, to fund services that support the victims of crime through the legal process. Attorney General Dana Nessel says about $37 million from Michigan could be lost if the state doesn't comply with new federal conditions.
It's literally defunding law enforcement, and they're doing so in a way that, it's not just the unmitigated cruelty to these crime victims, but it's the fact that now perpetrators are going to get off the hook.
The Trump administration wants states to share confidential information with federal immigration authorities. It's a part of their continued effort to crack down on immigration and crime. The information would include records from domestic violence shelters and witness protection programs. Nessel calls that both illegal and dangerous.
And you can imagine, right? You are the victim of an attempted murder and stalking, and you are literally entering these programs to get away from your abuser. And now it's the federal government coming in and saying, no, but you have to share your information.
Nessel joined 21 other state attorneys general in a lawsuit asking a federal court to block the policy. The money from VOCA pays for rape kits, funeral expenses, and transportation for victims to attend court. She says Michigan can't afford to lose funding that crime victims depend on.
They didn't ask for this. They didn't ask to be crime victims in the first place. And now they're part of this political war. I mean, it's really disturbing.
From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
FBI agents carried out a raid on the home of a former national security advisor who has been highly critical of President Trump. Agents executed a search warrant at the Bethesda, Maryland home of John Bolton, who served as national security advisor during Trump's first term. FBI agents were also seen coming out of his Washington, D.C. office. CBS News has learned the warrants are related to a search for classified material.
He's not a smart guy, but he could be a very unpatriotic guy. I mean, we're going to find out. I know nothing about it. I just saw it this morning. They did a raid.
President Trump fired Bolton in 2019. The administration also sued to block Bolton from publishing a book in 2020, claiming it contained classified material. The Biden administration closed that investigation and dropped the lawsuit. Bolton, a Republican, also served in several other government roles, including ambassador to the UN under President George W. Bush. The Justice Department today released transcripts of an interview with Jeffrey Epstein's convicted accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell. Erica Brown has the story from the White House.
There is no list. I'm not aware of any blackmail.
Ghislaine Maxwell's interview with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche went beyond her association with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. In newly released audio and transcripts, Maxwell also discussed her interactions with President Trump.
President Trump was always very cordial and very kind to me. I actually never saw the president in any type of massage setting. I never witnessed the president in any inappropriate setting in any way. The president was never inappropriate with anybody.
The Justice Department also shared the first batch of files related to the Epstein case with members of the House Oversight Committee after a subpoena. The president says he supports the Justice Department releasing the files.
But I have said to Pam and everybody else, give them everything you can give them, because it's a Democrat hoax.
The Justice Department released the records after facing mounting pressure from lawmakers and President Trump's base for more transparency. The Trump administration faced backlash after a DOJ and FBI review found no evidence of an Epstein client list, and President Trump has dismissed the pushback.
So we had the greatest 6 months, 7 months in the history of the presidency. And the Democrats don't know what to do, so they keep bringing up that stuff.
Ghislaine Maxwell's attorney said no promises were made in exchange for her cooperation with the Justice Department.
Kelly Rowland has your first warning weather forecast after the break. Plus, we see more of the efforts to clean up UP beaches using a robot to pick up plastics. And a common asthma drug could be the key to stopping life-threatening food allergies. That's according to researchers at Northwestern. We'll have the details when we come back.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Looking for a car that won't fall apart on the way home? Bam! Come to John's Auto where cars are clean, run great, and don't smell like french fries. Does your car need a tune-up? Bam! Service department. Do you want your car to sparkle? Bam! Detailing department. Need a quieter sister? Bam! Wait. For the best pre-owned cars, the best service, and the best detailing, come to John's Auto Marquette.
Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar.
Shunk's anniversary sale, 48 years here in Marquette County. We opened our doors in 1977. A lot of furniture stores have come and gone since, but we're still here bringing you quality furniture, mattresses, and service at the lowest price. One location, but 2 stores to shop. We give you the largest selection of name brand furniture and mattresses in the UP. Everything's on sale for this special event. Furniture from Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, and Lazy Boy. And mattresses from Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Serta, and Sealy. Shop Shunk's today.
The Shortlist, a countdown show that's all sports. See the greatest names and the greatest games in all sports. Sports fans love it, and you will too. That's The Shortlist, only from SSN, the Cindy Sports Network.
Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News. Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
And welcome back on this Friday night. We made it to the weekend. Now you may have a rumble of thunder left in the overnight to wake you up, but overall we should start to see some clearing skies for tomorrow, returning rain for Sunday. But if you're looking to get out and fish for tomorrow, your Blades Bait and Tackle Fishing Outlook has a 4 out of 4 star day. We have very low chances of rain, and we have some gusty northwest winds of about 15 to 20 miles per hour, still kind of lingering from this low pressure system, but we are staying dry. Your best time in the daytime would be between noon and 2 o'clock. So again, in the overnight, we might still have these heavy pockets of rain close to the area too. That will continue to move eastward across the Upper Peninsula, and we are looking at a decent break, kind of 2 rounds of these storms, one being already happened this evening, and then Sunday. So Saturday, tomorrow, does have a decent break of that rain, and it's because it's a major cold front, so it does kind of have a lot of influence on a lot of the United States. But for tomorrow, we'll have some clouds come in and out, maybe an isolated shower or 2, a rumble of thunder perhaps, but the next best chance of rain past the overnight and what we experienced this evening would be for Sunday. And at that, probably Sunday afternoon, it's not going to be a complete washout, but once we get to the afternoon and evening, that's when the better chance of that rain dipping down into the area comes. But if we look at the future rain totals for basically the entire weekend, this is from now until I'll put you all the way out to Sunday at 8 o'clock, still less than an inch really across the Upper Peninsula. So we might get some accumulation, especially into our area. So we could see some localized flooding with those heavier pockets, especially for Sunday if those are slower moving. But the most impactful of these storms would probably just be the winds too, because of potential power outages. But really, once we clear the weekend, we've been talking about that tease to fall. Why is that happening? Because the jet stream will be dipping south. The jet stream are winds high up in the atmosphere, very high up, but it has a big influence on the surface conditions conditions. And when you have these strong winds, these are the indications of the future jet stream, and the brighter the colors, the stronger the wind is. And also the further south it goes, the colder air it's going to be pulling. And look where we are. If we are here and this jet stream sags all the way down to basically Tennessee, we are going to be stuck in some of the coldest of the air that all of this area is going to be experiencing. And it's really going to last for a few days. Probably the coolest of the 7-day would be Monday, Tuesday, even lingering into Wednesday. We'll recover those temperatures slowly but surely. And if we look into the 6 to 10-day temperature outlook, we will kind of be leaning fairly average, maybe even getting some seasonal conditions back. So we will get a taste of fall, but it's not going to be now until the rest of fall. There is anomalies that happen in the weather, and this is one of them. We are going to be getting some cooler temperatures on the way. So your best pick of the weekend in terms of getting outside and not needing a jacket or anything would be Saturday, but then we do have those scattered showers for Sunday, and then we will be stuck into the 60s most likely as we get into this upcoming Monday and Tuesday.
Kelly, thanks again. A new beach cleaning initiative has made its way to the Upper Peninsula. WZMQ's Andrew Hand spoke with the Superior Watershed Partnership this morning and has details on how this new technology will be used.
Over the next few summers, beachgoers in the UP might be able to spot a new inclusion along the shoreline. This solar-powered beach bot, or B-Bot, is part of a high-tech effort to fight plastic pollution across the Great Lakes, and now it's Lake Superior's turn to experience this technology.
So previously this B-Bot was at the tip of the Mitt watershed, and that was run in the Petoskey area, and now we will have the B-Bot, the Superior Watershed Partnership, up here in the Upper Peninsula for the next few seasons.
This cleanup initiative comes from a cooperation between the Superior Watershed Partnership, the Council of the Great Lakes Region, and TC Energy. It's estimated that up to 22 million pounds of plastic enter the Great Lakes every year, polluting waters, harming wildlife, and bringing high-costing cleaning efforts. With this technology, the partnership is able to uncover potentially years of beach pollution.
Digs about like this far down into the sand, so it's gathering the material or debris that we wouldn't necessarily be able to capture if we were just walking and picking up debris. We're seeing a lot of cigarette butts, plastic bottle caps, film from candy wrappers or chip wrappers.
The debris found through this process is separated before data is collected.
We have some organic material that we separate, and then we actually go into a waste characterization where we sort what we're finding, and then we share that data with the Great Lakes plastic cleanup.
In the near future, the Superior Watershed Partnership plans to make stops with the B-Bot throughout the Upper Peninsula.
We've done a few B-Bot cleanups in McCarty's Cove, but we are trying to bring the B-Bot around throughout the Upper Peninsula, some coastal communities. So be on the lookout, check our Facebook page for more information for when that happens.
For WZMQ 19 News, Andrew Hands, Marquette.
More than 30 million Americans suffer from food allergies in the U.S. Now scientists at Northwestern University have found a drug used for asthma could stop life-threatening food allergies from inhibiting a reaction in the first place. Marissa Solek has more.
Alana Gallant never knew she had a food allergy until 3 years ago when she got this life-changing reaction from inhaling sunflower butter. While she developed allergies later in life, her 9-year-old daughter Emma has a list of food allergies that started at a young age.
She developed anaphylactic food allergies at 13 months, and I knew absolutely nothing about food allergies.
Anaphylactic allergies can be deadly and require immediate medical attention. It's a worry Gallant says weighs on her daily. So she started the Food Allergy Fund that gives money to research across the country.
Right now, there is no FDA-approved disease-modifying drug available, period, for any patient.
Northwestern University doctors Stephanie Eisenbarth and Adam Williams are leading a new study thanks to the Food Allergy Fund. They found an asthma drug called Xyluten could work. It's FDA approved and may be a safe, cheap, and accessible option.
I think if I had 10 years ago said to experts in food allergy, we want to trial this drug in food allergy, everyone would have said, you're kind of crazy.
They are now running a new trial with over 20 people from Chicago. It started last month to see if it works in humans.
But obviously that has to be incredibly controlled and in a safe environment where if someone needs epinephrine or, more help, it's available right away.
Dr. Eisenbarth says if Xyluten is the future, it would prevent accidental exposures like on airplanes, restaurants, or parties. It's not so much for everyday use, but Gallant says this is only the beginning.
We'll probably need more tools in our toolbox because the disease is becoming more complicated and more prevalent.
And the more options to save lives, the better.
Mike Ludlam has your sports headlines. When we come back, he'll have the highlights from an exhibition match for NMU's women's soccer team. We're back in 2 minutes.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
At Big Valley Ford in Ewan, we're more than just a dealership. We're your hometown partner in finding the perfect ride. With a huge selection of high-quality vehicles, there's something here for every lifestyle and every budget. Looking for value? We've got one of the largest selections of pre-owned Ford trucks in the UP, all in excellent condition and low miles, along with a huge selection of new Broncos and trucks all ready to roll. Experience the Big Valley difference at Big Valley Ford in Ewan.
If you're living with diabetes, this is the sound that could change your life.
Great news for people living with diabetes. Now you can wear a continuous glucose monitor and eliminate routine finger sticks. The days of repeated, painful finger sticks are over.
Just call 800-251-1397.
If you use insulin daily to manage your condition, a continuous glucose monitor could help you control your diabetes and reduce or eliminate those painful finger sticks. If you have Medicare or private insurance, US Med can deliver a CGM system right to your door. And if you qualify, there may be little or no cost to you. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurer directly. Call now to get your continuous glucose monitoring system so you can take control of your diabetes and get back to enjoying life.
Just call 800-251-1397. That's 800-251-1397.
Update your home with new GE appliances from Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. GE appliances are built to last, have print-resistant finishes, and offer high performance with energy efficiency. Kirkish has a large selection for both kitchen and laundry, free delivery, and 0% financing.
Watch 19 News and Weather on YouTube. Just search and subscribe. WZMQ 19 News is always available for streaming 24/7, and it's free.
Good evening, everyone. Northern Michigan University introduced the new entrance to its soccer field today before an exhibition match. The ribbon cutting took place around 1 o'clock. The new entrance is a copy of the Ore Dock in downtown Marquette, complete with parts from the original dock. On top runs railroad tracks from the original Ore Dock, and many of the design elements use parts from the downtown dock. The entrance was conceived, designed, and built by Northern's construction management program.
They came up with the idea for the Ore Dock after taking a look at the location over here and thought that that was one of the things that would really bring back a lot of solid heritage that Coach Comley and the athletic department was really looking for with this project.
In addition to the Ore Dock inspired entrance, the facility has a brand new fence wrap, new speaker system, and new goals. Speaking of goals, Erin Egolf made her preseason debut as NMU women's soccer coach against Wisconsin Stevens Point. Just over 11 minutes into the first half, NMU has a corner kick sent back to the corner. Keena Alexander gets control. Irene Keelan gets her body on it. Then it appears that either number 13, Madison Bilbia, puts it into net, or number 19, Madeline Nissen, can take credit for it. We did not receive a final score, but the Wildcat women will have another exhibition game at home Sunday against Carroll University. To the board where the GLIAC announced its women's soccer poll, or preseason poll for the upcoming season, and Grand Valley State picked up 6 of the first place votes and leads with 62 points. Saginaw Valley State is second, followed by Ferris State, and NMU is listed 4th. Davenport 5th, even though the Panthers picked up a first place vote. Michigan Tech and Purdue Northwest are tied for 6th, with Wisconsin Parkside and Roosevelt rounding out the poll. An Upper Peninsula Sports Hall of Famer has been named head coach of a small college women's basketball team in the Lower Peninsula. Crystal Falls native Terry Smith is the new coach at Kuiper College in Grand Rapids. He's been a coach at the Division I, II, and III levels, Recently, as an assistant coach, he helped the University of Oklahoma win the Big 12 championship. He's also been with South Carolina, Iowa, Arizona, and Michigan State at the Division I women's level. Smith also has coached the men at Lake Superior State and Grand Valley State. He was inducted into the UP Sports Hall of Fame in 2024. Oh, by the way, Smith says he needs an assistant coach and players as soon as possible. The Kuiper Cougars open the regular season at home October 31st against Indiana University at Columbus. 9 high school cross-country teams converged near the NMU soccer field for the Wildcat Open this morning. This was the first meet of the season for several squads, including Marquette. And the Sentinels did not waste a lot of time jumping into the lead, heading past the Superior Dome for the first time. Ella Fury of Marquette and Maria Mervich of Kingsford were almost step for step, going past the north side of the soccer field, nearing Lake Superior, with 3 others keeping pace. But Fury started pulling away after passing the dome for the second time. She crossed the line first in a time of 20 minutes, 57.2 seconds. Mervich was the runner-up about 19 seconds later, and there she is. To the board. Individually, it was Fury, Mervich, Emma Ziegler of Marquette in just over 22 minutes. Winley Brandon Menominee 4th, Evelyn Grant of Negaunee 5th. Team scores, Marquette wins with 25, followed by Negaunee, Kingsford 1 point better than Stevenson, and Westwood. To the boys' race, 45 runners started and finished the 5-kilometer run. That's 3.1 miles for those of you who still prefer the old English system. Marquette had a couple athletes near the front, and that was the case on the north side of the soccer field. We caught up with a few other schools passing through that section before another group of red. On the second pass by the dome, Marquette's Rorick Holmquist had the advantage over his teammate Peter Argyropoulos, and it stayed that way the rest of the way. Holmquist crossed the line in 16 minutes, 34.2 seconds. Argyropoulos was second, 15 seconds later, with Negaunee's Henry Plummer in third. To the numbers here, Holmquist, Argyropoulos, Plummer, Beepsy Teeple of the Sentinels was 4th, and Caven Mulligan of Kingsford was 5th in just under 18 and a half minutes. Team scores, Marquette dominated this one too with 20 points. Westwood 6 points better than Negaunee. Kingsford edged Stevenson in a tiebreaker for 4th place. Elsewhere, high school girls tennis scores from today. Negaunee wins twice, 8-0 over Gladstone and Menominee. And Westwood takes a 7-1 victory over West Iron County. The Detroit Tigers in action tonight against the Kansas City Royals, trying to move that lead up in the American League Central Division. And down 3-0, no big deal, because Zach McKinstry goes over the right center field fence. Tigers on the board, still down 2. To the 6th, Riley Green. Ooh, that one's not coming back at all. Right center field, that one's good for a tie at 3. In the 7th inning, the Tigers bats continue to make plenty of noise. Javier Baez in the box, he drives that one to right field for a base hit, and the runner will score on the play, and Baez will get to third base on a throwing error by the right fielder. So the Tigers are up 4-3. Continuing in the 7th, Andy Ibanez with a single down left field side. That will get a runner across to make it 5-3 as Baez crosses the plate, and the Tigers still active in this inning. Gleyber Torres will double on a drive to left field, and another run. That made it 6-3. Wendell Perez made it 7-3 with a base hit. And Detroit hangs on to win this one by the count of 7-5. They lead by 10.5 games in the Central Division. The Brewers get a 9th inning homer from William Contreras and edge the Giants 5-4. We'll be right back.
It's Shunk's anniversary sale. 48 years here in Marquette County. We opened our doors in 1977. A lot of furniture stores have come and gone since, but we're still here bringing you quality furniture, mattresses, and service at the lowest price. One location, but 2 stores to shop. We give you the largest selection of name brand furniture and mattresses in the UP. Everything's on sale for this special event. Furniture from Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, and Lazy Boy. And mattresses from Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Serta, and Sealy. Shop Shunk's today.
Tourism has basically become one of the mainstays of the economy up here.
The Respect Marquette program is helping shape who visits Marquette and how they visit Marquette. protecting water and being part of organizations doing that work is essential.
Summer's almost over.
But there's lots of end-of-summer fun at Toyota's National Sales Event.
Go long! Yes! Time right! Manny drops back and he flips one right down the middle. Well done. No, this one's burning.
Get 4.75 APR financing on a rugged new 25 Tacoma. Or lease this well-equipped Tacoma for just $289 a month. And get 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Come in today.
Great job, rookie.
Toyota, let's go places.
Download the WZMQ 19 app or visit WZMQ19.com for the latest news and weather. Around the clock and on your schedule. 19 News is all about you. Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
The Window Store Home Improvement Center is your clear choice for quality products and expert installation. We have a thorough and seamless process, start to finish. From the moment you meet our friendly staff, you'll be amazed by their attention to detail. Our team of experienced professionals take pride in their work, and with our 2-year warranty on all installations, you'll have peace of mind knowing your investment is protected. Plus, we service the entire Upper Peninsula. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
Welcome back. A final look at your forecast as we start to get into the weekend. We are still looking at some summertime conditions, but we will start to see that trend very soon into some cooler temperatures. Already starting for tomorrow, we'll still get lots of sunshine, but some of us might still have those gusty winds and maybe an isolated shower, rumble of thunder to the eastern half of the Upper Peninsula. And we're into the upper 60s, and we stay mostly dry for Saturday into that low chance. And when we get to Sunday, that's our next best chance of rain, but it'll still be scattered at that. The entire Upper Peninsula won't be a washout by any means, but as we get into the week ahead, the second half of the weekend, again, we have those scattered showers and temperatures already plummeting down to the 60s, but it doesn't stay there for long. Don't worry. We'll be into the upper 60s with lots of sunshine still for Tuesday, and as we get into Wednesday, we'll start to get those 70s back, but again, you see these numbers in the winter, you're happy. So it's a short time, but we do get that taste of fall through much of next week.
Kelly, thanks again. And finally tonight, with schools starting across the UP, so comes the need for school supplies. This prompted one area church to collect and donate a variety of school supplies for local kids. Hope Church in Marquette asked its parishioners to shop for school supplies for families in need. Everything from pencils and crayons to notebooks and backpacks was offered on a first-come, first-served basis. Organizer Tori Holman says with high costs, help with school essentials is always welcome.
I know that a lot of school supplies can be expensive and a lot of parents and teachers can't afford to get the stuff they need. So I thought it would be a good idea to ask people from the church if they could donate if they're able, and then we could have people come and pick up what they need.
Holman is grateful for the outpouring of support from members of Hope Church and from the community at large. Folks, I am off next week. I'm taking vacation, Mike. Thank you very much for that applause. Lily Simmons, our Escanaba Bureau reporter, will be filling in for me at the desk here. That's all for now. Have a great weekend, everybody.
From now through August at Fox Marquette Chevrolet, lease a 2026 Equinox Active all-wheel drive for $429 a month for 36 months with $1,500 due at signing. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet, experience the difference.